Alright, what's up everyone, I'm Faloki, and recently the Seahawks have just lost a major option when it comes to improving their pass rush. Chris Jones was just signed to a 4-year, $85 million extension to the Kansas City Chiefs, who just paid Patrick Mahomes $500 million. I don't know how they have the cap room to pay both of those two. They're literally just going to be getting Walmart players for the next 10 years probably. But, I mean, Seahawks, they lost out big. I mean, Chris Jones, I don't think the Chiefs wanted to get rid of him. Obviously, they didn't. They just gave him an $85 million extension. But, I mean, he could have definitely been a potential trade option for the Seahawks to help their pass rush. Now, there's always Everson Griffin. There's still Jadeveon Clowney. Both of those players are still in free agency. Still the chance we can trade for Yannick Ngakoue. Going to be very pricey, having to give up, probably draft picks, maybe even players, and then obviously giving him a big extension as well. So, I mean, Chris Jones being one of the most, it was a big name. It probably wasn't going to happen, but if it did happen, it probably would have been one of the biggest moves that could have been made by the Seahawks. It's gone now, obviously, now that he signed a 4-year extension. Plus, I think he's got a year before that too, so he'll be here for 5 years in Kansas City. So it's just kind of crazy. I mean, I'm baffled. Kansas City Chiefs have the money. That's just my first thoughts on it. I think that Chris Jones could have been very interesting, obviously, on the Seattle Seahawks, but now I think I've said it multiple times. I think the Seahawks are making a big move before free agency happens. And there have also been reports that have come out that says that the Seattle Seahawks are very, very interested in signing Antonio Brown. Now, obviously, there's still a lot of things that he needs to go through with the NFL to be let back in the league, like I've said about 18 times throughout my videos. But Antonio Brown, I mean, although I would much prefer Josh Gordon, it has been said that the Seahawks are kind of off the Josh Gordon, hype train. They're kind of looking away from Josh Gordon and towards AB, which I think is dumb. I think Josh Gordon's a much safer option. I mean, he's had drug problems in the NFL, but really he hasn't had any locker room problems really. Russell Wilson has said many good things about him being a great player, great locker room, just a great teammate. So I think Josh Gordon would definitely be the safest option. Antonio Brown, he could be brought in. I mean, Jamal Adams, possibly. I don't think the Jets are going to trade him. I don't think the Jets should trade him. I think the Jets, I mean, they did really not do too well with that Le'Veon Bell signing, but, you have good young players. You should build around them. If Jamal Adams is upset about the contract extension talks, then, get it right, just fix it. Give him the money. He's going to play for you. I don't think Jamal Adams is like a player that's going to, not play on a franchise tag or something like that, but doesn't matter. Main topic of this video is just a very short video to talk about how the Seahawks really did lose a big chance to upgrade their pass rush. I mean, it probably wasn't going to happen, seeing as though the Chiefs really just they gave Chris Jones that big contract very fast. But now if it were up to me, I think the Seahawks should just give up on Jadeveon Clowney. I mean, he has a higher ceiling than Everson Griffin, but a much lower floor than Everson Griffin. Jadeveon Clowney, I mean, he can have insanely good nights where he's getting he could get 4 sacks a night and get 2 fumbles that same game, somehow get 3 interceptions. He could play out of his mind, but then have a 5-game streak of maybe 2 sacks total out of those 5 games, which, I mean, he has a very low floor, very high ceiling. Everson Griffin, lower ceiling, but low floor. So you're kind of getting exactly what you'd expect from him. Jadeveon Clowney, you got the whole range. You got the whole range of 0 sacks to 10 sacks in one game. So, I mean, me personally, as a Seahawks fan, I would love to see the Seahawks get Everson Griffin, 1-2-year deal maybe. Just, someone that can beef up the pass rush. I think Benson Mayowa is going to be an all-right option. He could get, up to 7-8 sacks, in my opinion. I think Bruce Irvin, he'll be fun to watch. Just, the nostalgia of having him back. Shaquem Griffin, I'd love to see him get opportunities. Darrell Taylor, Alton Robinson, I'd love to see them, actually play. LJ Collier, he has something to prove, and he better prove it soon if he wants to actually, not be hated by Seattle fans. And, I think we have decent defensive tackles. I mean, Jaron Reed, he's all right. He's pretty good. He's not going to get you like more than like 5 sacks a season, maybe at the most. But he'll be a big bully. He'll go into those offensive linemen, maybe create some holes for someone like Shaquem Griffin to, run through. Like, I think that's how the Aaron Rodgers sack happened. Seahawks are running out of time to make a big move if they're going to try to help their pass rush. I think Everson Griffin is the best option. Yannick Ngakoue is too expensive. I think Jadeveon Clowney, just give up. I don't know what he's doing. And then when it comes to not the pass rush, Antonio Brown, I think it's risky. I think Josh Gordon's the better option, but there have been things coming out that say that the Seahawks are kind of off the Josh Gordon hype train, and they really want Antonio Brown now. So a lot of weird things are happening in Seattle, and really, I think it's going to be interesting to see what happens before the preseason. I believe we have, less than 2 months before the season starts, and I am excited. The NBA starts in less than 2 weeks. It's going to start getting good for sports fans, and I'm very excited for it. I cannot wait until sports get back. And speaking of 2 weeks, July 31st, birthday stream on Twitch. Make sure you go follow me on Twitch. Go subscribe to my second channel. Like the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. And with that, I'd like to thank you for watching. Have a great day.